be careful talking about snow cones in Louisiana. Anyone who lives here knows the distinction between our snowball and the snow cone you can get in other regions of the country. The snowball has its own rich history. Let's go back to the beginning. America has been munching on icy desserts for well over a century. The origin of the snow cone is heavily debated. Eventually, Louisiana branched off and created its own version of the dessert. But the shaved ice served a century ago in New Orleans didn't look like the snowballs we know today. Carts would roll around town hauling a block of ice and a handful of flavorings. The ice was carved using a hand-plane ice shaver. But in the 1930s, two Crescent City residents, George Ortolano and Ernest Hansen, independently came up with the idea to make this process easier and less hands-on. Hansen invented the snow blizz, and Ortolano invented the snow wizard. The modern machines were equipped with a series of blades that would shave the ice, giving it a soft, snow-like texture. With this method, syrups could saturate the ice, offering consumers a more flavorful, satisfying experience. Today, Ortolano's Snow Wizard machines are used in many snowball stands, including here in Baton Rouge. Hansen's machine, meanwhile, cranks out desserts at Hansen's Snow Blizz, and the culture of the snowball, of course, later made its way to the capital region. Roadside snowball stands have been popular in Greater Baton Rouge for decades. One such stand, Cool Delights, launched 15 years ago. In 2009, teacher Marvin Dotson opened Cool Delights as a side hustle to make extra cash.
I was looking for something to do aside from education. It was between cutting grass and snowballs.
He introduced his first location on North Foster Drive and quickly learned the secret behind a well-crafted snowball: the ice.
We take pride in having that soft ice, man. If it's not fluffy, man, we're not putting it out that window.
Dotson has learned firsthand that having the right machine to make that fluffy ice makes all the difference.
Yeah, Snow Wizard as well as Southern Snow, they have it figured out, man. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time.
The other secret is in the flavoring. Dotson mostly uses a line of syrups from Abita Springs called Parasol, but occasionally sources flavor concentrates from Snow Wizard too.
The three most popular flavors are bubblegum, strawberry, and wedding cake.
I do a small wedding cake with condensed milk. It took years of trial and error for Dotson to figure out the snowball business. He says an early mistake was not carrying enough condensed milk. But he says he stepped up his snowball game, and today he stocks plenty of condensed milk, plus snowballs stuffed with ice cream. Once Dotson found himself with lines from the stand to the street, he decided to open more locations. The Cool Delights on Government Street is managed by his son, Marvin Jr., and a location in Port Allen is run by his brother Napoleon Dotson. The Foster Drive location is open year-round, while Cool Delight's other stands are open seasonally.
Peak snowball season is March 1st through March 31st. If we around 80, 85, oh man, that line is all the way to the street.
As for the snowball versus the snow cone debate,
I'm not one to go and say, okay, this is how you do it. I'm like, it's not quite how we do it.
Dotson knows what's best when it comes to ice. What started as a little snowball stand turned into a multi-location, family-run company, and the future seems bright.
I think the sky's the limit. Man, it has exceeded by far my biggest expectations.